Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I am the Hi Reacts, and if you're new here then welcome to my channel for the first time, and I hope you're enjoying the content that you found me through today, this video. So today it's going to be something a little bit different, and for the first time in a while it's a paid request. Yep, someone's made a paid request for a specific reaction, and the request is Hi Ren. Now, I have heard of this because I've seen reactions to this pop up. It's actually quite a popular topic to I mean, look, there's one right here with 884,000 views. And I had a little look before I went onto this video. You know, I just searched for reactions to it, and yeah, there's loads of reactions, and they're really big, like a lot of views. But yeah, someone made a paid request today, asked me to check this out. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got the lyrics here as well, in case I miss anything or in case I want to go back and check something. Yeah, if you would like to request a specific video for me to react to, then it's a bit strange. So you can make, if you're not a member of the Patreon, or if you're a member of the Patreon in one of the cheaper tiers, so the $1, $2, $3, or the $4 a month tiers, then you can make a paid request for £3.50. If you're not a member of the Patreon and you want to make a paid request, it's £5, or you can make 3 requests for £10. Or if you're a member of the Patreon in the $6.19 a month tier or higher, then it's free for you to make a paid request, or you get like 1 free request per week. But any more than that, then I think it's £1. Yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting the system because it's, you know, it's so specific, but that's definitely correct. But yeah, this has been made by someone who isn't a member of the Patreon. They're just on the YouTube channel, so they paid £5 for this. So I'm looking forward to this. Yeah. So here we go. If you enjoy my reaction, then please consider subscribing. I've done a lot of reactions to music, different music, pentatonics, horn free, NF, couple of NF reactions in there. I also do comedy shows and stuff like that, but there's all sorts of stuff. So just go have a look on the channel and check it out. Bottom, the TV comedy called Bottom, still game, all sorts. But anyway, let's check this out. I have no idea what to expect. I don't know if this guy's a singer, a rapper. I'm guessing it's a rap song. I'm guessing it's a rapper, but yeah, who knows? I just, here we go. Please like the video if you enjoy it. I suppose I could put, yeah, I can put subtitles on. He's wearing a pig mask and he's covered in blood. Hospital gown. Hi Ren. Good guitar player. He's good. He's good. Singer.
Hi there, Ren, it's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky, cause I always come back. Deep down you know that, deep down you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, on your pleased to see me.
So he's British? I thought this guy was American. I would have sworn this guy's American. Right. Okay, right, I know it's early on, but based on the very few lyrics that I've heard so far already, and the fact that it started with him singing, but now that he's rapping, I'm getting a bit of an NF vibe. Am I right in catching that kind of vibe from this already? That's what I'm getting anyway. But yeah, so far, very interesting start, and I definitely like what I'm hearing, that's for sure. Oop. Yeah, it's very warm today, so my computer's not operating at the highest efficiency because it's so warm.
Hi there, Ren, it's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky, cause I always come back. Deep down you know that, deep down you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro, I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd, not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi Ren, I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really the...
Right, the vibe that I'm getting is that he's talking to that inner voice that those of us who have mental health issues have. Yeah, that voice that's always telling us that yeah, I'm not going to get into it. I'm here for this guy and his story. I have no interest in telling my story and making any of this about me at all, about myself at all. I'm just saying I get it.
And I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect, you're always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate, this time is different, man, trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not left over.
Oh, damn, yeah. I hate that voice. That voice. You know, that's what you hear from that fucking voice. It's so weird because it's yourself, but it's the worst part of you. So it is kind of a different person, even though it is you, but it's the person that you don't want to be and that you're not supposed to be. So it is kind of a different person because you want to get rid of them and make them a stranger. But yeah, the way he's doing this, it's really cool. Like, I know I said it's like NF, but it doesn't feel like I'm not gonna. It doesn't feel like he's like just a British NF. This feels really unique and different and fresh. Like, I really like the concept and the way this is playing out, and the lyrics are really good as well. You know, I'm loving this so far.
With me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys ran nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong when I write.
Sorry, this is serious, I know, but I found that quite funny. I'm inside you, you twat. That was so British. I've never heard that word used in a song before. In a rap song. In fact, I don't think I've ever heard it in a song, any kind of song, but especially a rap song. I like that. Yeah, it's about time we started putting that kind of Britishness into rap, into British rap. Because most British rap that you hear is kind of like drill music, and yeah, it's full of slang associated with that kind of subculture. But that, I'm inside you, you twat. That just felt like that's the way I'd talk, you know? I like that.
You perspective, that thing you neglected. Having me inside you. No one having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal. Next Jimi Hendrix, forget it.
Man, it's not like that.
Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat.
No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong.
Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with his subconscious. Eminem did it.
Played on guitar.
Plan B did it.
Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist.
I love the way he's presenting this conversation with that part of himself that's always putting himself down. You know? Eminem did it, playing on the guitar. Plan B did it. You know, it doesn't matter what you come up with. It always finds a way to put down the thing that you think, the thing that you're doing, you think, oh, I'm doing something great. And it'll just always keep coming back at you and saying, ha, ha, ha. Like, you know, like, recently, in this April, this has been my best month on YouTube in 2025 so far, view-wise. And every time I go and look at the views and look at April, I'm like, wow, look how many views I've got in April. But then that voice, it always comes at me and say, yeah, but most of those views are from shorts. So it's always, it doesn't matter what you do, it always finds a way to not allow you to feel good about something good that you've done. And I love the way he's presenting that. He's doing such a great job, even though it's specific to him and how he's feeling and struggling and going through this in his life and his own mind. It's still so relatable and accessible, you know? And I love that. I love the way rappers and artists like NF do that with their music, even though it's their story and very specific to them. It's still so relatable. And just, you know, so many, like, any NF song I've listened to where he's talking about his experience and struggling with this kind of thing, I'm just like, yep, that's me, I can relate to that, that's me, yeah, I get that, yeah, that's me. I just love the way these artists can make their music like that, even though it's about them. It's about them, but it sounds like and feels like it's about you. And I love the way they do that.
And did it.
Played on guitar.
Plan B did it.
Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material.
Ren, mate, we've heard it all before.
She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you.
Wow.
I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves. And I'll shake up the whole world beneath us.
That's right, speak your truth. Your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren.
Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren.
I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to down my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside.
Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason. Beheading all kings, I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips.
Wow, so I was just, I was so engrossed in the lyrics there that I was still able to tell, but the way he was playing the guitar with it, along with it, it was like a crescendo. Going up and up and up until the big boom. This guy's good. Wow. Why haven't I listened to this yet or reacted to this already? This is good. This is real. How many views has this got, by the way? I know this is big. 51 million? Yeah. Number 63 top music video. Hey, I mean, come on, with all the other artists in the world that get 500 million views in a month as soon as they release a new hit single. So basically, Adele, Lady Gaga, people like that. As soon as I mean, look when Adele came out of nowhere and released Easy on Me, and it got 1 billion views in like a year. You know, when you've got all those artists that as soon as they put something on YouTube, it's massive. That's not bad. I really like this. I really do.
Kings, I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, Ren.
Wow. Also, I love how when the inner voice takes over the song there, the guitar playing, it's kind of all over the place. Like, he's a great guitar player, and he's doing that on purpose, so that shows how good he is on the guitar. But, you know, the lights start flickering faster and more violently, and the guitar playing is more, you know, all over the place, and I can't think of the words. The word that describe it perfectly. Mind you, you know, I know the people that are going to be watching this, his fans, you're not stupid. You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean, right? But yeah, I love how when that part of him's taking over, everything starts going out of focus. And not out of focus, out of what is it? What's the word? Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
Hi Ren, I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain and
Sorry to pause it. Is that a reference to how on his other music people have made comments saying that I was in a dark place but listening to your music saved my life, kind of thing? I'm the voice you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. So people that are, you know, it's got to that point where they're like, yeah, I'm ending it, and then they listen to him and feel better. That's like a reference for those fans, supporters. That's a nice. That's also a really creative way to give them like a bit of recognition. I really like this guy.
you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope.
Yeah.
And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So coward the man I've become, when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that make to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise, in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a coimated different side. When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare. But there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast.
Wow, that's deep.
It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax. And I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
That was one hell of a speech. One hell of a monologue. Alright, is that it? Yeah. I thought there might be a message at the end on the screen, but no. Okay, that's the end. Well, that is not what I was expecting. I mean, don't get me wrong, that was not what I was expecting in the best of ways. But that was really different and unique. Yeah, just I loved everything about that. And he has got some real raw talent. I mean, he's a great singer, a brilliant lyricist, fantastic guitar player. Like the way he was manipulating those notes when the other side of himself started taking over the song to make it all distorted and, you know, psychotic. That was such a great touch. Like, the attention to detail in this is just off the scale. Yeah, I'm really glad somebody requested this. Because when someone makes a paid request for content, for something for me to react to, I have to do it. I can't just say, alright, I'll do it, and then just leave it written down on a list of things to do for 6 months. When someone's paid me to do something, I do it soon. So it kind of made it that I had to do this. And I'm so glad I did. Because I've seen this pop up a lot. I've heard of him before. I've seen him pop up like he is here. Oh, you won't be able to see that because I'm in that corner, aren't I? Yeah, look, he's popping up here with another song, Ren, Violet's Tale. And I've never bothered to have a look, click, and listen. And well, I'm kind of glad, in a way, because then it means that I've been able to do this. But I also, a part of me does wish that I had have checked him out sooner, because ever since I discovered NF, I've always asked the question, who's like the British equivalent of NF? Do we have an artist from the UK that's like NF or very similar to him? And we don't really. Or at least I always thought we didn't. But now I think I finally found that we do. That is one of the vibes there's a lot of vibes coming out of this, but that was one of the main vibes I'm getting. Yeah, puts me in mind of NF a lot. But I thought that was absolutely fantastic. I loved it. Absolutely loved that. I mean, it came out 2 years ago and it's still in the top. Is it a top 100 on YouTube? Well, whatever. It's in the top 65. You know? I mean, all the music that comes out, that's not bad. Got a Patreon as well. £5 a month. Not bad. Still active. That's good to see.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's gonna be the craziest night of your
Come
entire
on,
life.
Vic, man, I
Oh,
didn't
don't
want to
start
come
playing
out.
So much
something else.
about it.
Please.
Yeah. Okay, right, so, yeah, that was Hi Ren. Paid request. And I just thought that was really, really good. God, that's hot. I'm going to have to get this over with and let my computer sleep. Yeah. Everything about that was fantastic. So beautiful. You know, I really like the aesthetic he sets, and just the way he did that, it felt very unique and different and unusual. You know, it stands out and it stands alone. I think I might have inadvertently started a new music reaction journey today, because hopefully this will bring in some Ren fans to my channel, and then they're going to start saying, oh, well, if you like this, then you'll probably like this, you should react to this, you should do it, you know? Like, when I did my first ever Pentatonics reaction, or D-Mash reaction, or Home Free, you know? Majority of the comments were people saying, right, this next, do this, do that. I hope the same happens with this, because I am more than willing to discover. That was absolutely sick. That was brilliant. I loved it. So, yeah, if this does bring in a lot of new people to my channel, Ren fans, then, you know, leave some comments with maybe a little bit of information behind them about the songs and stuff. Because if it's like NF in terms of how NF's music is like a timeline of his life, his latest album, Hope, you know, it's kind of like his redemption after all the shit he's been through and all the darkest music that he's released in the past. Has this guy done something similar? Or is it a bit more varied and less structured? I don't know. This is the first time I've ever listened to Ren, the first song I've ever listened to. I don't know anything about him. So that's something that you guys can tell me about, Ren fans. So please do. I'll be looking forward to reading it. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching and giving me time to react to this and say my piece on it. I hope I've shown enough appreciation for Ren and his work. He's fantastic. I love him already. I think he's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I love that. And no doubt I will be back in the future with more of his incredible work. Because if it's anything like this, then it's going to be good. So please like this video and subscribe if you are a big fan of his and you want to see more of my Ren reactions in the future, then subscribe so you don't miss them. And yeah, let me know in the comments just little pieces of information about him and his music and stuff like that. I'd love to read about it. But I would request you don't give anything away that I'm gonna learn in a future reaction to one of his songs. You know, I'd like to keep that as like a surprise, no spoilers basically. Just tell me what you can without spoiling any potential future reactions to certain songs. You know what I mean? Yeah. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care. Goodbye.